gonna start this video with something simple. We're gonna have a picnic because there are a lot of parks in Melbourne that is great for picnics. But before going to the park, my friend and I are going to the market to get some food first. So today we're having our picnic at Flagstaff Garden. It is in the city, so if you're staying in the CBD area, you can just take the free tram or even walk there. We're just bringing a mat and our foods. So my friend had this idea to do something cute and bring foods based on the first letter of our names.
Natty, nuggets for Natty. R for roasted chicken.
Anyways, I feel like you can do picnics on any season in Melbourne as long as you're wearing the right outfit and as long as it's not raining. I think it's a fun and simple thing to do with your friends and family, and you can actually see there's always some people having picnics at any gardens in Melbourne probably every single day.
Walking to the DFO, which stands for what? What's the D? I'm just gonna write it down here. So it's basically a factory outlet like any other factory outlet, and we're going there because we're gonna shop for like spring outfits, and everything is cheaper there, but they're like original brands. So yeah, a lot of people, tourists, come here too because you can get like very great deals over there.
You can see that there are some range of different stores here from big brands, and they're mostly on sale. Like for example, a running shoes from Nike can cost you only less than $100, and it's always pretty crowded here, by the way.
We're going to the Royal Botanic Gardens because the weather is so nice today, and we might also gonna visit the Shrine of Remembrance over there.
This is the Shrine of Remembrance. It's a war memorial that was built to honor the people of Victoria who served in the war, especially World War I. Right there you can see the eternal flame, which literally is always on, and the belief is that if the fire doesn't die, so does the memory of the fallen. From up here you can get a nice view of the city, and with just a little bit of walk from there you can go to Royal Botanic Gardens. It is a huge garden and you can just walk around there. There's a cafe, and again, a lot of people are having picnics too. Both of these places are free for entrance, so you can just go there. Luna Park is basically an amusement park, and here's the thing about going there during the holidays. It's gonna be so crowded, and if you didn't book tickets in advance, you won't be able to get in, which was our mistake. So we just walked to the beach to see what it's like since we're already there. Oh, by the way, Luna Park is around St. Kilda Beach. And since we're a little disappointed of not being able to go to Luna Park, we decided to go to the other amusement park in Melbourne, which is the Royal Melbourne Showground. It's actually newer than Luna Park, so it's a bit bigger and has more rides. It also has these games and farm-like attractions.
We're gonna go on our first ride. Riding this roller coaster. We're taking a break before going on our next ride, and I think she's legit asleep right now.
So let me tell you briefly about the price ranges. You can check it out on their websites to be more precise. For Luna Park, the ticket price is around $50 for entrance, more or less, and for Royal Melbourne Show, the entrance was under $50. But you need to pay again for each ride. The prices for each ride are different, but the cheapest one is like $12 or maybe $5 for the children ride, and the most expensive one is $30. But if you purchase the ride credits online, you can get some sort of discount.
We found this cute vintage style photo booth just outside of Flinders Street, so we just took one and we're waiting for the result. It's supposed to be like around 3 minutes for the result to come. Walking from Flinders Station because that was the last tram stop. That is free and it's not that far from there, so we're almost there actually. Life hack.
There are a lot of beautiful art pieces here inside of National Gallery of Victoria, or you can call it NGV for short. And the art pieces are actually from around the world. So we're walking through the Asian side first, and then we get to see the European side afterwards. There are many different types of art. Of course, they have paintings, so many paintings. They have fabrics, miniatures, books, statues, and so on. Getting inside of the gallery is free, but if you see there's some sort of like seasonal museum area, that is the one that usually requires a purchase of a ticket. We didn't go to that side of the gallery, so everything that you're seeing on this video is the free area. They also have a souvenir store by the end of your like walk around NGV. Of course, if you search things to do in Melbourne, they will always mention Queen Victoria Market. It's actually basically just a market, but they have a site for like everyday ingredients, and they have another site for souvenirs. So if you're looking for souvenirs to bring back home for your friends and family, you can go here. But on Wednesdays, they have the night market, which consists of different shops than the day market. It's mostly food stalls, and there's some not-food stalls too, but fewer. But it's a seasonal thing, so make sure you check the dates first because there are some weeks when there's no night market here. I went to the winter night market previously on one of my vlogs, but now it's the spring already, and they call this one Europa Night Market. And every food stalls here are European foods. It's actually more interesting to me because there's also this choir and this performance of live music too, and it's so fun to see the crowd engaging with the performers, and you can see that a lot of people are going there and just dance in front of the stage. Next up on our list is also a market, but this one is the South Melbourne Market. This one is popular for its seafood, so we got the oyster and salmon sashimi and shrimp. They're all so fresh and so good, and I'd say they're pretty affordable, generally speaking. We also found this delicious looking pies, so we bought the tarts because the pies are so big. And then we're getting lunch at Simply Spanish. Fun fact, my friend told me that they were given the award of the best paella in outside of Spain. And even though I haven't had that many paellas in my life before, this one is really good. You can see here that there will be a lot of these scooters or bikes lying around, or maybe you see people riding it. You can just download the app and scan the QR if you see one and start riding it. It's just another fun alternative for traveling around the city, and once you arrive you can just leave the bike or scooter there. So we were actually trying to get to our next destination for this video. We've arrived at Point Ormond Lookout, which is considered as the best sunset spot in Melbourne. My friends and I have gotten a lot of TikToks or Instagram reels about it, so we want to see it for ourselves. Someone told us that we need to get there really early if we want to get like a spot to sit and watch the sunset over there, so that's what we're doing. But we found out that we're way too early, so we just sit around, hang out and play games over there. By the way, this is around St. Kilda Beach too. It's a bit further than Luna Park, but it's still around that area. And oh my god, it is true. The sunset here is beautiful because we sort of got like the perfect side of the city and angle to see the sunset. We get both a view of the beach and the ocean, but also the city. In this area, we can rent a boat. It can either be a canoe, kayak, or a rowboat, and they're all around $30 per boat. You can rent it for around 30 minutes for that price. You can also get some coffee and snacks here. It's a nice place to hang out and have brunch. And there's also a hiking track which leads to a small waterfall, but we didn't walk until that spot. It is a bit further from the city, but you can ride the bus like we did to get here. It's not that long of a trip. Last but not least, if you're visiting Melbourne during the football season, I would highly recommend watching the game. Even if you're not a sports fan, just to get the Australian experience, you know? So here we're walking to Melbourne Cricket Ground. It's the day of the grand final of the Australian Football League. My friend tried to get us tickets, but unfortunately we were unlucky. But it's okay because we can watch it from outside of the venue. They have this big screen and there are a lot of food trucks and a lot of people watching there too. I had so much fun, especially because even though it was a close call, Collingwood won eventually, so that euphoria was really exciting.